Hey you guys, we're back. I'm Coach Connor, this is
Coach Chloe,
and
Coach Drew.
And we are gonna show you guys how to do an active warm-up and stretch. Coach Chloe's gonna lead us through this one.
Okay. Please remember it is very important to stretch. So I'm gonna start with some stationary cardio. So if you have a carpet square at home, actually you don't even need anything, just some space. So we're gonna start out running in place. From there, you can try to get your knees up. You may even do your ducktails, hands behind, bring your heels up. Try to kick your hands. Let's move on to some jumping jacks. Open, close, please remember, it's not just your arms moving, your feet go apart together. Okay, from there, we can do some jump lunges. I want you to take a big step forward. Remember, you do not want your knees to go over your toes. So keep your chest up. You're gonna bring your knee all the way down, jump and switch. Touch your floor, jump and switch. Very good. All right, so now we're gonna move on to some stretches. We're gonna start with our arms. You can count, you can have mom and dad give you words to spell. We're gonna do forward circles. Big circles, straight elbows. And let's go backwards. And let's cross. Grab your elbow, pull it across your chest and stretch. Take that same arm, go above your head, give it a little push down. Very good, let's do the other arm. Pull it across. Take it above your head and give it a little push. Very good, now I want you guys to stand in a straddle. Please remember, straight legs are very important. Let's go down to one side. Straight legs, go as low as you can. If you cannot touch your feet or touch the floor, that is okay. Drop your chest and switch. You can hold these each for about 10-20 seconds. Let's go in the middle. If this is too easy, you may try to walk your hands behind your feet without bending your knees. Good, bring your feet together. We're gonna do our pike stretch. Now from here, we can show you some different variations if you're having trouble stretching. So I'm gonna stop right in the middle. I'm gonna give my knees a little bend. Coach Connor's gonna show you with straight legs. Coach Drew is gonna try to bring his chest to his knees. Very good, have a seat. Okay, we're gonna start in a pike, no bent knees on this one. From here, I want you to put your hands on the floor. Do not worry about grabbing your feet. I want you to slide your hands as far as you can go. You may also grab your ankles and pull your elbows to the floor. Very good, straddle. Okay, this one is important to keep your knees straight, but also do not let your toes roll into the floor. You want to keep your knees rolled back and stretch. Other side. You may also have your arm go above your ear. Open your chest. Hands in the middle. Slide forward. Again, do not let your toes roll in with you. Keep your knees back. Very good, up on tall knees. It's important to stretch our wrist. So we're gonna do flat hands, fingers facing forward. You're gonna do little rocks back and forth. You wanna focus on your body position too. Try to keep your back round, elbows straight. Turn your fingers backwards, fingers pointing towards your knees. Try to sit back as far as you can. From here, you can face them sideways, facing out, rock side to side. You can even turn your hands upside down, flat hands all the way to your wrist, not just your knuckles. Try to rock back and forth. All right, and And last one, lay down. We're gonna bridge up. Your goal on this one is to have straight elbows. You do not have to practice kicking over, lifting one leg. If your shoulders are tight like mine, you may do some bridge rocks, or you may do a tabletop like Coach Connor. That is also a shoulder stretch. Rock back and forth. Very good. All right.
We're gonna do some conditioning you guys can do at home, some things you guys are gonna need, something soft like a stuffed animal, a pillow, and then a chair, a couch, something to go off of. Each exercise we're gonna do is gonna be 5 of each exercise, and then you can do as many sets as you want, challenge yourself. We got Connor, she's gonna show us some of the easier variations of what we can do. Chloe, she's gonna do some of the more challenging, and then I'm gonna do the most difficult. We're gonna start with some arms. The first one is gonna be push-ups. Connor's gonna show us push-ups on her knees. She's gonna keep her body nice and straight. Go all the way down, touch her chin to the ground, and then come back up. Chloe's gonna do a regular push-up, making sure that she's keeping her body nice and straight. Chin is going to the ground. I'm gonna do the most difficult. These are strict push-ups. You're gonna go down as slow as you can, count to about 3, and then come back up as fast as you can. Up here, down for 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3, touch your chin, and then push back up as fast as you can. Next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna do tricep dips. So this is where you're gonna need your chair or your couch. Go ahead and grab it when you're ready. Coach Connor is just gonna hold a tricep dip position. She's gonna keep her hips nice and flat, push up as high as she can, arms are about shoulder width apart, making sure that her fingers are pointing towards her heels. Coach Chloe is going to show us some half dips or dip shrugs. She's doing a slight bend in her elbows. She has her knees bent and she's going down. The most difficult that we're gonna do is you're gonna have your arms nice and straight, hips nice and straight. You go all the way down, push back up. Again, you can try and do these a little strict if you want to. Go down nice and slow for about 3 seconds and push back up. Next, we're gonna do some core. Connor's gonna show us our hollow hold variations along with Chloe. Connor is starting off in a tuck hold. She has her knees pulled up to her chest. She's not grabbing onto her legs. Toes are pointed, legs are together. Chloe has strained her legs and put her hands in between her legs and is holding a nice hollow position. From there, to make it a little more difficult, go here and bring your arms to your ears. Make sure you're pushing your belly button into your spine, holding it nice and tight. Then after that, we are going to grab our stuffed animal, something soft. Connor is going to start with just upper body lifts into an upper body hollow position. Her knees are nice and bent. Then Chloe is going to grab her stuffed animal from her feet and pass it to her hands and back to her feet. And then I'm going to do pike ups where I pass the bunny in between my feet and my hands. After that, we're going to do some legs. Connor's going to just show us a squat. Keep her knees pushing outwards, heels pushing into the ground. When she goes all the way down, she pushes back up, and then she's pushing through her toes. Chloe is going to add a jump to that. She goes all the way down, make sure her knees are going out, and then does a nice big jump as high as she can. If you need more of a challenge, you can go a little bit lower. Squat down. Bring your knees all the way up into your tuck position. Squat down and tuck. Our last one is going to be a nice glute bridge variation. Connor is lifting up and down in her glute bridge. She's trying to bring her hips up as high as she can, squeezing her bottom all the way up at the top. The next variation is going to be single leg glute bridges. Pointing your toe up towards the ceiling, pushing your hips up, squeezing your bottom up at the top. And then the last variation, most difficult, you're gonna go up to a glute bridge, lift one leg, keep your hips up, keep your bottom nice and tight, and you're gonna switch without letting your bottom touch the ground. I think that's about it. Go ahead and do that as many times as you can. Just know that we miss you here at Eagle Gymnastics, and keep working out.
Can't wait to see you guys.